Paul Davis, having missed 18 games all in all after what was supposed to be a 9-match ban, re-emerges, leading Arsenal out as captain in the absence of Tony Adams. Adams unexpectedly pulling out overnight with injury. So Paul Davis to make a remarkable return with the captain's armband. He replaces Michael Thomas, and Gus Caesar will play in defence in place of Adams. Two Arsenal changes from the team which slumped out of the FA Cup at home to West Ham in midweek. Everton going through in their replay and in 5th place, 10 points behind and badly needing the win today. And a big day for the number 8, Kevin Richardson, as for any player returning to play on a former ground. So on a very blustery Goodison day, Kevin Ratcliffe and Paul Davis, the two captains. Had generally been expected that Richardson would be the man to make way for Paul Davis when he did return, but in fact Michael Thomas is the unlucky one. He drops down to substitute with Perry Groves. The Everton subs, Neil MacDonald and Stuart McCall. And up front, very interesting to see how the number 10, Tony Cottee, gets on against the team who he turned down in the summer, though they were as keen as Everton were to sign him. Cottee with 11 goals this season, probably missing more than anybody Graham Sharp in the Everton attack, but he's got Wayne Clark alongside him this afternoon. And Arsenal know they mustn't allow him any rope. Here's Ratcliffe. And Gus Caesar at the back, remarkably starting a game for the first time since the last match of last season, which was away to Everton. A 2-1 win that day at Goodison for Arsenal, which meant that they finished 6th in the table in the end and Everton 4th. But it's as league leaders, of course, that Arsenal come here this afternoon. 4 successive league wins on the trot now, putting them 2 points in front of Norwich. And Rocastle, one of his characteristic breaks, and Merson in the centre, and Southall's not come, and Merson has made it. It's 9 goals in 12 games. Quick break from defence, which really caught Everton cold. 1 minute Lukic was fielding a rather poor ball from Bracewell. The next, Rocastle was in, and with the wind perhaps just holding the ball up, Neville Southall made no attempt to get right out to Merson, who took his chance. 2 minutes into the second half, an Arsenal lead. And now Richardson. Well, perhaps that'll liven everybody up. For Sheedy. So Lukic, who could claim to have started the goal, really. But it was a very quick break down the right-hand side. And Everton badly caught out. Nevin over the top. Sheedy. Offside against Clark. Smith down the right-hand side. Dixon losing out. Now Leary goes backwards. We'll leave it for Dixon. Dixon gets it back from him. Davis. Oh, nicely done by Richardson for Rocastle. And Smith has got the second. A lovely little header from Rocastle's cross. And a super build-up too on the right-hand side. It's 2 in 5 minutes. It's Arsenal 2 up. Lovely ball turned out to Rocastle, who decided to go for the byline, held off Sheedy, and look at Smith here, very closely marked by Watson, who flew at it with him. But the Arsenal man gets the touch, and Everton have a lot to do now. Here's Reed. And Richardson stopping for a moment, play goes on. Well won by Merson, and now Smith. And here they come again. Once again Winterburn ever ready to go outside. Marwood comes inside to try one. And not a bad effort. So Alan Smith did the bulk of his scoring earlier in the season, but he's weighing in with one every 3 or 4 games now, and that was a beautifully taken header to give him 17 this season. And Merson has got hold of that one, and Marwood wants it and gets it. Oh, and Southall has to kick it away. Well, it could have been 3 in 10 minutes. You could see Marwood in the centre of the picture screaming for it. Made a bit of space, perhaps didn't hit it quite hard enough, but Southall still wasn't able to hold it as Smith went in. Now Nevin and Reed onside, and real possibilities for Everton. Well, the second half a good deal livelier than the first, thank goodness. Winterburn. And Richardson, a nice one too, and Richardson is in, and he's got it. That's the one he wanted. And a first of the season, I think, for Kevin Richardson. And Everton, the team who he'd picked to score it against. Played the 1-2 himself. He was there, Merson was there. The defence was really nowhere. And Everton suddenly face a drubbing, because we've got a good quarter of an hour left. Stuart McCall immediately brought on for Peter Reid. McCall wearing 12. But they've got to do something pretty dramatic. Groves having replaced Merson as well. Immediately after the goal, but here's Sheedy and Watson, well held. Pat Nevin then with it. And Watson across goal. And Cottee and a goal. Well, that's extraordinary. We can have another look as Watson headed it back. Well, he must have decided it was behind the line as McDonald nudged it forward. And it's another away victory for Arsenal. The 2 goals in 5 minutes early in the second half. Paul Merson and then Alan Smith's lovely near post header really doing for Arsenal. And when Kevin Richardson got one against his old club, there wasn't any doubt about the result, only the scoreline. Everton credited with one, although there must be some doubt about whether the ball actually crossed the line. But it was really too late to make any significant difference. Merson and Marwood joined the other players on the pitch at the end, and the crowd, typically of Merseyside, giving a great ovation to the Arsenal side, who've maintained their hold at the top, and depending on the Norwich result, could even strengthen it. Winners here by 3-1.